What is up, Nuggets? It's your boy, Killer Pizza, here with a brand new video for you rascals and rapscallions out there. Now, it's going to be a short one today, but I'm very, very excited. I've got my Japanese Return of the Living Dead Tarman tank top on for the occasion because we are going to open up and check out the Return of the Living Dead soundtrack on vinyl. I am so excited for this. Anybody that's followed my channel for any length of time knows it's absolutely no secret that this is my all-time favorite horror movie. The only other horror movie that comes close for me is John Carpenter's The Thing. And I just love this movie so much. It might be my favorite movie of all time if I really break it down. But yeah, I picked this up in Chicago, Illinois at Bucket of Blood Records. I know I've been talking so much about that place lately. It was just so awesome. My words can't do it justice. So if you're ever in Chicago, check it out. It's absolutely worth it. But, short story. Also, if you followed my channel or me on social media, you would know that I used to be a really big vinyl record collector before I got back into collecting physical media like Blu-rays, movies, and whatnot. I'd say about 3.5, 4 years ago. But my basement actually flooded sometime last year, probably about a year ago now, and my whole vinyl record collection down there was destroyed. I haven't gone through my old records or anything to see what's able to be saved yet because still, I just don't have the heart. But, I pretty much made it a thing that I wasn't collecting vinyl anymore. I wasn't, for a while, I'd pick up something here or there. But when I was in Bucket of Blood Records, which I mentioned before, is a record store in Chicago, but they have lots of like books, collectibles, movies, all types of stuff that's horror. It's all metal and punk rock records with tons of horror movie stuff in there. There were so many good like horror movie soundtracks in there I didn't really get a chance to look at. But yeah, great service in that place, great staff. I remember going to the counter and I said, "You guys got anything Return of the Living Dead?" And the owner said, "I got the soundtrack on vinyl." I said, "Take me to it." And I always appreciate how fast this guy that owns the store walked out from around the corner, like, behind the desk to show me the record, because you could tell that was just from like a fan of the movie. He was like, okay, we at that moment we're on the same level with Return of the Living Dead, and he tells me, best soundtrack ever in a horror movie. And I'm not going to deny that either. I agreed instantly because this really is. Like, let me just read off some of the artists on here. Just keep in mind, this is like a punk rock horror movie. It's known as like the punk rock zombie movie, and it's absolutely amazing. Listen to this soundtrack. So on side one, we have Surfin' Dead by The Cramps. We have Party Time, which is like the main theme of the movie, by 45 Grave. Nothing for You by TSOL. Eyes Without a Face by The Flesh Eaters. We have Burn the Flames by Roky Erickson. And then we go to side two, we have Deadbeat Dance by The Damned. We have Take a Walk by Tall Boys. Love Under Will, the Jet Blackberries. And then we have two versions of Tonight by SSQ. We have Tonight We'll Make Love Until We Die, which is with the classic scene where Linnea Quigley is dancing on the tombstone. And then we have SSQ Trash's theme, which I'm not sure what that is. I would assume that's when she's fully turned and the song's kind of slowed down. She attacks that homeless man when she's a zombie. But, I mean, what a soundtrack. Just 10 tracks. This is another soundtrack that did a really good job of mixing in their own composed like music for the movie, but with like a lot of I can't even say well-known music. Like, I know of a lot of these punk bands, but a lot of other people wouldn't. And you just reading this stuff back, like, what a soundtrack. Especially like Tonight We'll Make Love Until We Die, SSQ. That is the notorious scene where Trash is stripping and dancing on top of the tombstones. Like, whoever's seen this when they were way too young to watch this like me, tell me that wasn't just like stamped in your brain, man. Like, what a good song that is. I know there's like a lyric where it's a girl singer and she says, I know you think I'm nasty. I'm not your common girl. I once slept with the devil. He was really no big thrill. Like, ooh, all right. All right, So, yeah, I'm very excited to pick this up. Like I said, I'm done collecting vinyls, but I just could not help myself to pick this up. This is a classic. And I luckily own 3 vinyl record players Long story. But I pulled out my baby, my first record player, my favorite one, my go-to, because I moved it to the garage after the flood, and there was still a vinyl in there, and I tried it out, and my record player is still working. So, because it was up on a table and everything, but I digress. So I'm going to open this up, and we're going to check out what we got. First of all, well, let me open it up first so I can get rid of the glare. Now this is where I'll mess up. I should have pre-cut it. Yeah, I absolutely love Return of the Living Dead. I just recently started going to conventions, and I was lucky enough to meet Tom Matthews, which I went with Nick Baker, one half of the Cream Street Mafia, and you can ask him, like, I've never been more starstruck in my life. Like, here's a picture right here of me and Tom Matthews. But I've never been more starstruck. Like, I was lapping around the building at Motor City Nightmares last year, and I finally got the guts to go talk to him, and it was like the most starstruck I've ever been. And I probably came off as an idiot. I didn't know what to say, but couldn't have been a cooler guy. Really, really nice guy. Love Tom Matthews. Okay, a little bit of a crease in here. I'm not mad about that. That could be from travel. I went from Chicago back to Michigan, but there's the cover. There's the classic poster art, Blu-ray, DVD, VHS artwork, and there's some pretty cool like photos on the back here. I'll get a little close so you guys can see it. I love that. That's one of my favorite shots of them walking down the street. All right. Pull this vinyl out. They said this is the blood splattered edition. Set my sleeve on this cat tower. I wonder if people ever watch my videos and just notice a cat tower. Like, where's the cat? He's sleeping in another tower. He lives the good life. All right, check this out, guys. Damn. Honestly, that's even cooler than I thought it was going to look. It looks like real blood on there. I never used to seek out like these colored vinyl records when I collected. It didn't really matter to me. A lot of times, you know, just the sound of a vinyl on a record player, the tradition of it as a guy who likes physical media, better than streaming, sounds better. And you'll get a lot of really cool artwork in vinyl records if you ever collect. Well worth it, a lot of fun. They sell vinyl records in Walmart now. Like that's the crazy thing. Like if my collection didn't get destroyed, I probably would have been picking up a lot of records I don't need in there. But it's springtime, maybe I'll go clean out my records and see if anything's playable. Maybe I'll get back into it, but there you go. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna throw it in my record player. I don't want to play the full album in this video because I don't really want this to get taken down, but I think I'm gonna record the entire album, both sides, playing through and release it as a second video, which should be posted, you know, right when this one's posted as well. So if you guys want to check that out and hear the full record from my record player, I'll post that before it gets taken down. But yeah, I'll probably just play one song on here. I'll probably just play, I want to play them all, to be honest. I'll probably just play Tonight We Make Love Till We Die and end the video there. And like I said, I'll have a second video up of the full soundtrack. So I guess I'm just going to play you guys out with the song before I go. Let me just tell you guys, make sure to go follow the VHS Daze. That's VHS DAZE podcast on Spotify. It is my new podcast that I co-host with my good friend Nick Baker, where we take a retrospect on old movies from the VHS days. It's not necessarily horror, but we're going to get into horror eventually. There's some good stuff on there. We have an episode of Terminator 1 out, and by the time this video comes out, our episode of Terminator 2 Judgment Day will be out as well. So be sure to give that a follow. I really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe on this, do all that jazz if you want. Let me know in the comments, like I said, your favorite song off the soundtrack or your favorite moment. So other than that, I'm going to throw this record out and we're going to see how good it sounds. And Blood, Guts, Gore, I'll check you guys next time.
fun.